And Con Pilates, the name on so many Adelaide buildings writ large in blue and white. We meet the man behind the name and find out what makes him run.
And if you want to race, they give you a gold ribbon or something because you were successful in doing what you did. If you were a top journalist, you'll probably get a medal for what you've achieved. And I got no one to support me but myself. So I give the medals to myself and say, well, Con, you've done a good job.
He's built an empire out of real estate, and at 73 years of age, Adelaide's highest profile millionaire just can't stop playing the game.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
I wanted to be an undertaker at one stage and studied it pretty well. But when I was told certain issues that I had to be there all night at the church and wait for the body and wait for the family to turn up, and I thought, oh, this is not for me. But I was very, very interested. I think it could be a lucrative business because they keep on dying. So how can you go wrong?
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
If I had my life again, I would like to do exactly what I've done, and I'd be very happy to have you right opposite me speaking to me again, and I'd give you the same answers.
I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way.
You can't read books and say, well, I'm going to be a millionaire. You've got to get out there amongst it. Work with people that know the game and have a little bit of confidence in yourself to buy and sell.
Self-styled Adelaide property millionaire Constantine Pilates isn't facing that final curtain just yet. But a double heart bypass operation last year did force the 73-year-old to take it easy. For a few months anyway.
I thought I was going to, but I've reversed back to hard work again because I enjoy it. It's my golf, it's my races, it's my entertainment. I meet lovely people like yourselves, and I get a kick out of it. And this is my life.
And Con Pilates isn't putting too fine a point on it. He has no hobbies, no interests, no pastimes, but work. He single-mindedly chased the percentage for 40 years.
How much are you worth?
Well, they always ask that question. I don't know. I'm still trying to become rich, and it's very hard.
The latest calculations by Australian Business magazine put Con Pilates' worth at about $40 million. That puts him 151st on the rich list. His properties would have taken a battering in the past 12 months, and some like this one are up for let. But what makes him a larger-than-life figure in Adelaide aren't his dollars, but his displays.
And if you want to race, they give you a gold ribbon or something because you were successful in doing what you did. If you were a top journalist, you'll probably get a medal for what you've achieved. And I got no one to support me but myself. So I give the medals to myself and say, well, Con, you've done a good job.
For some people wandering around Adelaide, they'd see all these signs and they'd say, who is this guy? Do you think people might think that you're a bit up yourself?
Well, I think it's an achievement, it's satisfaction, and you feel proud for what you've achieved within yourself, not for any other purpose. I feel proud by going around and seeing the politer side, even if I am polite. I think, oh, this fellow's hasn't done bad.
It all began with a deli in Port Pirie and £100 borrowed from Dad. In 1950, he bought his first property on Anzac Highway. He built a home, an office, and set up a wedding business.
And every time I go past, I can't forget it. It was hard times, but good times. Determined to achieve it. And we achieved that and went on with the next thing. You keep on going.
Property rapidly became his only business. Through the 60s and 70s, he made a killing. For 13 years, he estimates he bought and sold a property a day.
I got a story. I can recall every property and how I bought it and why I bought it and how it developed. It's like having 10 children one every 2 years. You get to know them. If you had the 10 children all at the same time, you wouldn't be able to control them. They'd drive you crazy. But if you have one every 2 years, you grow with your children and you get to know their habits, their policies, their issues, their schooling and so forth.
Politis has something of a reputation as a benevolent godfather figure. But be warned, if you ask for too much money, you'll be struck off the list. The most unusual charity case revolves around one of South Australia's most notorious missing children files and a Dutch clairvoyant. Con Politis paid for the fortune teller to come to Adelaide to find the Beaumont children in 1966.
It's suggested that the digging will be over a certain boundary. If the children are not found within this boundary of digging, will you seek to dig further at this site?
No, I will be convinced to stop at this particular area that Croyset had marked. As I'd gained faith in the man, I feel that this would be the spot to dig and I wouldn't pursue the matter any further.
The visit was unsuccessful, but Con Politis still has faith.
With him for 2 days, and he predicted the areas where we're going to and what to expect. And everywhere we went, it was right. It was right. I was getting goose pimples. I was really scared at the finish.
Despite the Rolls Royces, 5 in all, and the home in Adelaide's southern suburbs signposted the White House, for a man with millions, Con has pretty plain tastes. He likes his food and his conversation simple. He can spot a con man at 10 square metres, he doesn't think accountants can run businesses, and he's little faith in books.
Never read a full book in my life. I was never a smart scholar at school, but I always managed to just always pass. Always got there. So, just enough to get there. And I thought, well, if you pass, it's good enough. That's what you got to get, don't you?
Well, how do you learn things?
Through mixing with people.
Con's had the moustache since he was 19. He had a bet with a mate. The man who kept his moustache longest won £1. Con Politis collected. An Adelaide institution, the property tycoon is proudly South Australian. Born and raised in Port Pirie, Politis has spent all but 5 years since then in the city.
Do you have a lot of power in Adelaide?
No, I don't think so. I think that power's only given to me if I respect the people. If I like people like me and I do the right thing, they might lean to help within their rights. But I get no more privileges than anyone else.
Do you know people in high places?
Oh, I think I do, yeah. It wouldn't be Con Politis if you didn't know people in high places.
After meeting Con Politis, I'm reminded of a joke. It applies to all powerful people and the situation can be changed, but it sums up Constantine Politis. Question: where does Con Politis sit at a meeting? Answer: anywhere he likes.
What about your favourite joke?
My favourite joke: work harder.